Good morning. Well, almost late morning. I am sitting in my backyard. I'm back in California, and I was flying all day yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to do a Wellness Wednesday, so I'm just going to do it today. Hi, Anna. So every Wednesday I hop on here. I'm Dr. Patty Ford, and I hop on here and discuss topics related to health, related to my business, which is Imagine Wellness. And I have a brick and mortar in Redlands, but I have clients nationwide, and I do accept insurances. And my specialty is working on clients slow down, pay attention to their health with whatever goals. Sometimes I have clients come to me for weight management. Some come for disordered eating. Some come for very clinical, high-level eating disorders. And then some come, they just need a space to be heard. They need a space to kind of navigate their weight. And I partner with you either at a month at a time or 6 months at a time. And I was thinking about why do I do 6 months at a time? Why is that necessary to work with someone for 6 months at a time? That's actually not that long, but it can feel long when you have very transactional goals. Like I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to gain 10 pounds, I want to, I'm in pain, I need to work on things quickly. We have a society where things are quick, which is very cool. I mean, I could have gone to a restaurant. I'm eating my breakfast. I could have gone to a restaurant and gotten this in a drive-through and paid for it with a plastic card that's linked to my bank, and everything happened so quick. Even at the airport yesterday, you don't even have to carry around your ID. If you have an iPhone, you can link it to your iPhone, and you just use your phone for everything, which is awesome. That's a awesome ability to have the technology and the intelligence to do that. But when it comes to our bodies and your physical health, the rush to health is killing us. Now, that is a bold statement. And that sounds really, really dogmatic. It's not my intention. The faster your body works, it can be in a state of stress, alarm. You're trying to run away from a threat. And it can be damaging when that's happening over 6 to 8 weeks at a time. So take a look at boot camps that want to change your health in 6, 8 weeks and go, 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 go. Now, there comes a time and a place when discipline and push, and like if I was at the Maryland basketball game last week, and they are working really hard, and that is for a game, and it's a 2-hour period, and it's intense. And sometimes they do that 2 or 3 times a week. If you're doing that for 6 to 8 weeks every day, and you're starving yourself, and you're not eating, and you're not sleeping, and you're in a mental or emotional state of anxiety, your body's going to give out. And it might not give out in the way you expect. It might give out by burnout. You see burnout. It might give out through an emotional you're incapacitated. You're handicapped, you can't work, you can't show up. I physically can relate to that. I was having awful thoughts. It was in the fall of 2020, and it was after lockdown. I went back to work, and we moved. I had a baby, and hormonally, and just so many things were happening socially for us. I got diagnosed with, they call it postpartum anxiety. I was having awful thoughts, but I had no insight. I had to have someone tell me. So this is me telling you, if you are rushing for a goal in your health, slow down. Slow down. Creativity and new growth comes from stillness. It does not come from rushing. And that is so hard for our human race right now, especially in westernized societies. Remember when I went to a different culture, Ghana in Western Africa, and I was working on a project, and I wanted to print it out, and I wanted it in color. And in order for that to happen, I had to go to town, we had to do the order. It took like 72 hours. And I was in my westernized mindset, and I was like, I need it now, I need it now, I need it now. And I had no patience. And I remember I had enough insight to take a step back and say, oh my gosh, I'm in such a rush. What's happening for me here? And I had to adapt to the culture. I really didn't have a choice. I had to. But then I chose to adapt, like, okay, I can slow down. This pace, it's still going to get done, but this is a different pace. And the slower the pace, the more sustainable the results. Nothing good, no good changes come from surgically extracting something. When you were watching that event that happened that Monday night, the I can't remember his name, the guy who had to have cardiac, he had to be brought back to life, literally on the field. We had to rush, not me, but the people that were there had to rush to save him. That was an emergency. If there's a fire in our house, we have to rush to get out. That is emergent and isolated, and that's like surgery. You can't be in surgery for a long time. It is so much stress on the body. It's isolated an event that happens should be very infrequently. So when you're working on your health behaviors that you can control, like how you move, how you sleep, how you emotionally sustain yourself, how you eat, slow down and work with someone that meets you at your pace or challenges you to slow down. And when you can do that, you can feel and you can sense, what do I actually need? What is my intuition? Because I'm assuming you have lost it if your health is to pot. I'm assuming you don't have any intuition. You need some help. You need some structure. You have to learn how to do it again. I needed that last year. I hired a coach. She's still, if you watch this, he's a really, really good friend now. And I still call him my coach. And I was my pace and my tempo, which serves me well sometimes. But when it came to healing and it came to kind of looking at some of the things in my personal life, slowing down helped. It was painful. So that's what I do. I step into your world and we look at, all right, maybe my chronic dieting, it's not working. You actually don't need another meal plan, which we can do, but you've tried, it's not working. If it worked, then you wouldn't be looking for something else that worked. There's a reason why there's so many diet books in the bookstore. Because not one works for everybody. You need individualized attention. You need someone sitting next to you, listening to your story, because your story is unique and it deserves to be heard. And sometimes we're in societies where we're not heard. You're not validated. There's trauma. You weren't heard as a child. Not to anybody's fault. That's just the parenting style that you received. So you don't know what it's like to feel heard. It feels really good. When you have someone sitting next to you in a space that's not judging you, that's not evaluating you, which is sometimes what doctors do, that's their job, your health is different. It's not surgical. I literally can't diagnose you. I have a PhD, but I'm not here to diagnose you. I'm here to listen to your story and help you navigate how to get to the next part of your health, which is different than where you want to be. So slow down. I have an assessment that will look at how your brain is thinking, and you might have a hamster wheel of a brain. I do. where it goes and it spins and it spins, it's not going to stop on its own. You have to teach it. And if you're a parent, teaching is patience and kindness. At least teaching that works. Shame-based teaching doesn't work so well. All right, let's figure out what you need, what you want, and you're in the driver's seat. And let me be your coach and help you figure out which way to go. And sometimes I'll tell you to get out of the car. Sometimes you get back in the car. But slow down. So I have an assessment that looks at how your brain works. It's free. It's online. If you need it, just comment assessment, and I'd love for you to take it. And then we'll schedule a time where we sit down and just look at the results together. There's no pressure. There's no catch. If we're a good fit, then we can collaborate and we can work together. And I'll be your coach for a month at a time, 6 months at a time. And that's how I work. Okay? I can work from anywhere. I have clients that I see. I see clients starting in about an hour here in Redlands or virtually. So it's pretty cool. But I'm back in California. I'm about to eat my late breakfast and get on the road here. So thank you so much. Slow down today. When you eat, sit down. This is how I'm slowing down. I'm going to turn off my phone. I'm going to eat, enjoy it, taste it, and then get to work. All right. Have a wonderful Thursday. Bye.